So good morning, November the 6th, 2014. This is CISG 113, Section 1, Information Security and Privacy. Today is day number 21 into week number 11. So let's get started. First of all, good morning. Welcome back to this class. Today is day number 21. In this course, CISG 113, Section 1, Information Security and Privacy. I'm glad to see that team number 2 is going to do the sharing today, although today has not been made right. Okay? Yesterday it's November 5th. Now, anyone who would like to do the sharing today, please make sure you have a message like this in this week's public discussion forum, and this week is week number 11. We're going to give you the time to do it in about 15 minutes. Okay, so let me go back to the course. First of all, let's take the course back. This is week number 11. Now, if you notice that, now you can see the submission link reminder is already on the right hand side of the Moodle environment. Altogether, the 9 pieces of information you need to submit for the last learning contract. This is contract number 3. Okay? So if you look at the block number 10, which is week 10, and immediately after week 10, you can see the submission links for learning contract number 3's artifacts here. Okay? It was set up about a week earlier, but it was open only yesterday, okay, and it's going to be open until the end of this Sunday. So you all need to do the submissions. As you can see that every team needs to submit the PBL proposal. That's the proposal you choose from the 6 or a new proposal you come up with, and that's the proposal you created based on the 2 signers you selected. So in the proposal, you must include the 2 signers, okay? Otherwise, there's no meaning of creating a proposal without pointing to the 2 signers selected. And then you have to submit the PBL discussions report, where you need to state the 2 signers. Actually, one of the 2 signers represent 2 topics, okay? And you need to state what you have done as a team to achieve each of the 2 signers, and including individual topics with the acceptable YA, and also the lessons learned for the whole team. And then you need to provide the discussions PBL PowerPoint. That is a PBL PowerPoint which should not have more than 15 slides, okay? And then a digital story which is produced based on the PowerPoint. And you cannot have more than 15 minutes of digital story. That means each member in your team needs to have a part in narrating the PowerPoint as far as the part where the individual or the peer or even the whole team has to be responsible. And then you need to submit 3 meeting minutes, 1 for each of the 3 weeks, and you have 4 weeks altogether. And then you have to individually submit your learning journal. The learning journal for each one of you is based on 1 topic selected in the week of number 8, number 9, and number 10. Okay? And then individual personal blog on what you learned based on the 2 signers, based on a topic that has been assigned to you, and based on the specific question you explore for your learning journal. And then the discussions forum detail. These must be available in your team discussion forum. And of course, I have not said here, okay, you do not need to submit the team collaborations wiki, but the team collaborations wiki will receive a bonus score of I get between 4 and 10 points for individual. Okay, if you have your details there, I will take a look at the way you create your wiki to represent your work in the teamwork, and you will receive a bonus score there. And each one of you need to complete an assessment for the individual team member except for yourself. And you need to give them a score based on the rubrics provided here. Okay? So altogether, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Including the wiki is 10 different things, but I will not ask you to submit a wiki. I will go to your wiki to take a look at it. Remember, your wiki must be populated with the team-based, peer-based, and individual-based working detail to get the third learning contract done. And your team discussion forum must have records of discussions in order to earn your score there. Alright, so this is a little bit of the update on the submission links for learning contract number 3. And then this is week number 11, the beginning of the last 4 weeks in the semester. And if you look at the schedule, the syllabus, we study this week, the theme is integrative learning. Now, so we've gone through inquiry-based learning, we stepped into self-regulated learning, and then we explore problem-based learning with a proposal. And it's time for us to put things together to see what you have learned. So we come to integrative learning. Well, you have 4 weeks' time to complete the integrative learning period, where at the end of that, you should have developed your personal learning portfolio using the wiki provided in this week and subsequent week. So if you look at the tools that has been provided for you to track the learning in this period, you see that each one of you can come to your personal e-portfolio space to create your learning portfolio. You're trying to put things together, asking such questions. What I should have learned in this course? What topic I have explored? And if you remember that I reminded you last week that at the end of the first 10 weeks, each one of you is expected to have one journal completed for one topic selected for that specific week. So you should have done 10 specific journals for 10 specific topics you selected in the past 10 weeks. Now, it's very important for you to use this as the basis of work to earn your learn-to-learn score. We have 15% learn-to-learn score for the semester's 100%. And out of the 15%, 10 points will be given to the 10 specific journal in the past 10 weeks, or better say in the first 10 weeks of the semester. And then, if you write another 5 blocks based on 5 of the 10 journals topic that you have already done, you will got another 5 points, and that is very easy to get, okay? As long as you keep up with your good work. Alright, so look at that. Starting from this week, number 11, to week number 15, because we've made up classes still in the first week of December. So you have your personal e-portfolio space. Now, you must have data and records there in order to earn your learning portfolio score, which was set to be 20% of the final 100%, but you can upgrade to 30% if you prefer. I'm going to give you the details, all right? So, and then you also need to submit the individual artifacts of your personal learning portfolio. Now, what's the basic requirement here? Remember, we have 6 silos in this course, okay? In the second learning contract, you should have experienced 2 silos, and after the third learning contract, another 2 silos, all right? So out of the 6 silos, individually, you should have the experience of working through 4 silos. Now, when you step into the learning portfolio stage, which is integrative learning, you have the chance of looking up the 6 possible silo and select 4 of your own choices of this 6. And for each of the silo you select, it is your time to demonstrate your learning for the specific silo and put everything possible and important in your personal e-portfolio space to demonstrate it. You can achieve that silo. Now, example artifacts include, which is very familiar to you because we've been doing that for the whole semester, a specific topic with a specific journals for the specific set of OIA. This is artifact number 1. Once you have produced a specific set of OIA for a specific journal topic, you put that forward in your public discussions forum and engage your partner to discuss about that. And at the end of the discussions, copy and paste the discussion details into your personal e-portfolio space. That is the second artifact. The first is the journal, the second is the discussions detail. Remember, when you do the discussions and follow the guidelines provided to you in the second learning contract. In the third learning contract, they have specific set of questions you have to answer. Okay? And then you write a report on this. A report could be more detailed, taking care of the specific aspects of the topic. After that, you write a blog. Okay, so out of the many artifacts you can choose, you've already got the journal, the discussions, detail, the report, and the blog. And what else? Produce a PowerPoint, just like in the third learning contract. What else? After you produce the PowerPoint, produce the digital stories and telling people how much you've learned from that topic. So already 6 different kind of artifacts for each signer. Well, for me, it's more than enough. And if you would like to do it more, you can actually invite your partners here to have a classroom forum, okay, in the last 5 weeks, starting next week, to demonstrate that you know the topic, okay? And this could be a bonus project to earn you up to 10 points, all right, of the semester's grade. That is very attractive. The purpose of all these is to make sure that you are in charge of your own learning. You know what you're doing. It is not the teacher who tells you what to do. It's you tell the whole class what you want to do to earn your score here. Now, there is one way for you to upgrade from 20% to 30%. I just mentioned. If you want 30% of this, you can propose a bonus project to go together with your learning portfolio. Now, if you do it alone, definitely it will affect your own score. If you do it with your peer partner will also benefit from the same. Okay? If you do it with your team, all the members of the team will benefit from the same. So that is one way to upgrade this from 20% to 30%. It's very attractive, but you do not have all the time to do it. You must do it from next week to the end of the semester. You plan ahead, all right? So with all the experience of the first learning contract, the second learning contract, and the third, when you come to the very last part, last month of the semester, it's your time, it's your sole time to demonstrate your work. Now, any things I'm trying to get you prepared, and I've just named to you, is your journal, your discussions detail, your report, your blog, your PowerPoint, and your digital story. Will be good enough. And what else? In-class forum to demonstrate your ability to present to the whole class all the information you got. All right. So there's a very, very important time of active learning. It is also self-regulated because you need to manage the time. It's also very problem-based because you need to identify the assignments. All right. And then it's also very much inquiry-based learning because you need to go back to the OIA. So for the whole semester, I'm trying to get you equipped with this ability, all right? You select a topic, you do investigations of the topic, you present the result in terms of those artifacts, and I've given you the whole month's time to do this, all right? And this is the equivalent of a final exam because we do not have final exam in this course. So at the end of that, that's it, all right? So you can actually call it off on the 29th of this month, but since we have 2 mega classes, the first week of December, the 1st and the 5th, I remember correctly. Then, after that, you can take it easy. You don't have any final exam yet, but very, very Christmas, all right? So, I think I finished doing my part. Now, let's go back to update here to see if any other team would like to share today. Okay, I still just have one team, all right? So let me go to take attendance, and then I'm going to give a time to this team to do the sharing. So for any other team, this is the very last chance to do the team-based sharing for the third learning contract, because starting next week, it's an individual time, all right? Unless you propose to have a bonus project, just like what I mentioned minutes ago. So let me do the attendance call now. Helia, yes. Rhodia, Ada, thank you. Andy Lam, Andy, not here. Ryan Vaughn, thank you. Jenny Yu, thank you. Jackie Wong, thank you. Wei Pan is not here. Okay, and then Sihon, thank you. Manfong, not here. Beatrix, thank you. Fish is not, okay, over there, sorry. Angela, thank you. Eureka, thank you. Vivian, not here today. Ruby, thank you. C, yes, thank you. Elisa, not here today, okay. Locka, thank you. Stephen, thank you. Terrence, okay, thank you. Winnie Earn, thank you. Tom, thank you. Dixon, thank you. So Winnie Ho, thank you. Gideon, thank you. Brent, thank you. Michelle, thank you. And then Annie Learn, not here today, okay. Cindy Choi, thank you. Neon, thank you. Ryan Lamb, yes, thank you. Lester, thank you. Kelvin, okay. Gayan, thank you. Hanson, thank you. And then Jessica, thank you. Zikian, thank you. Sam Yu, thank you. Iris, thank you very much. Any person's name had not been called? Okay. Now, may I pass the time to you? I'll give you 5 minutes time, 10 minutes time to get yourself ready first. I'm going to invite the team number 2 come up here at 10:40. All right. You have sign up? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Could you do it one more time in this public discussion forum? Okay. Yes, I think you did it. Yes, thank you. Team 5. All right. So any other team who would like to sign, please do it here like this. Now you have 5 to 10 minutes time to get yourself ready. All right. So please make the best use of the wiki and any PowerPoint you would like to upload. And do you need me to do a lucky draw again today? You want to do the sharing today? Yeah. Okay. You want to do the sharing today? Okay, not ready. This is the last chance. All right, last chance to earn the in-class participation score for the whole team. You want to do it today? Team 1? Can you type something over there? Yeah, thank you very much. Week number 11, all right? Because you need the record to claim your in-class participation score, okay? After this week, or better say after this class, starting next week, it's on individual basis. Except for if you organize a bonus project, you propose to me that you want to have a forum discussions based on your teamwork, then you will have the whole team. Okay? I'm going to remind you one more time next week. This is the first of the last 4 weeks, okay? So we're doing countdown now. So the sooner you earn your score, the better. Do not come to ask me for your score only at the very end when we do like many classes that I cannot help. Okay? very good. We got team number 8. Then it's momentum. You see, this is the very last chance as our team we're going to do something. Okay. Okay, may I invite team number 2 to take the center stage. Team number 2. Please use the microphone. We have excellent microphones now.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. We are Team 2. I'm Stephen. So today, let me show you what we have done. Let me introduce myself.
I'm Fish.
I'm Vincent.
I'm Kim.
And we have update our wiki. And we have choice the CILOS and 1 and 2. So we will follow the CILOS to do our proposal. And we have do our journal. This is my journal. So the topic is wireless network security. And we also have the meeting minutes. In the first meeting, we have two choice topics on this time, and the topics range is week 8 to week 10 topic. We are ready to do our journal. So we already chose our journal. And Dixon is Steven, and Fish is secretary, and Steven is and King is inspector. So
we have second meeting in the 29th of October, and the place is in UN Library. And we have finished our journal and we are discussing our journal in UN model. We are counting to each member's OIA to analyze the lecture fee, what we have learned, and we have given some comments to each members. We hope that we can through the discussion to improve our thinking and have some good ideas to complete the proposal. And give the microphone to the next member.
On the Tuesday, we had the first face-to-face meeting on the UN library. We had finished our journal discussion. We are working with learning culture free, and we have to do the proposal report and talk with member suggestion, and we are going to discuss how to decide the PBL jobs.
In our team discussion forum, I know that the network crime link is different from ordinary crime, but the damage is same and illegal. The criminal did not disappear or reduce because of the featuring network.
That's all, thank you.
Okay, thank you, team number 2. It's time to write your report. Can we invite team number 5 to take the center stage?
Good morning, everybody. We are Team 5. Today we are going to share what we have done last week, and this is our wiki page. And I'm here to announce that our coordinator has changed to Rini, and she will lead us to finish the learning contract free. First, I will introduce. We have updated our wiki page, and we have free meeting minutes already, and we have free in-class sharing, and we have finished our personal journal, and we have discussed something, and we are going to share what we have done in the meeting, and Ryan is going to talk about his personal journal, and Frank also talk about his personal journal in the discussion forum. Hello, I'm Winnie, and it is our third meeting, and first we go through the teacher message of week 10, and Haya and I had already finished the personal journal on last Friday, but Fran and Brian not yet, so they discussed the journal topic. And then Haya and I discussed the journal with each other on the topic discussion from Thursday, and Fran and Brian continue to do their journal and update the team wiki and post the personal journal on wiki. And the last meeting is on Friday. That's all.
Thank you.
In our past meeting, I have already finished our journal, right? Where is our journal? Okay, in my journal, I'm still talking about the issue of hacking and clicking. We have discussed already through. Okay, let me pass the microphone back.
Where's my topic? this is my journal. My journal's topic is what is wireless security, and this is a question. And the first interpretation is to talk about what is this wireless security and what's its background. And the second is talking about what's different wireless network security method. And the third one is how to protect our wireless security and how many ways. And this is I upload it in you can use my phone and the layout is not very good. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay.
And in the next, because we are going to finish our report soon, so we have to spend have meeting tomorrow and finish all the aspects of learning culture free. That's all.
Thank you very much, team number 5. So lastly, we have team number 8. Are you ready, team number 8? Yes, turn on the microphone. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Let's introduce my name is Jenny.
My name is Terrence.
Angela.
Asia.
And I'm Team 8. And we will introduce our CILO and our personal online learning journal. And we have 2 meeting time. And we choose the CILO number 2 and number 4 because it is connected with our team topics. And CILO is talking about the security and privacy and
Please turn on the microphone. Can you try the other one? Yes. Thank you.
I will talking about what is my partner choose for their learning project topic. My topic is my learning project. Learning project thing. My general topic is what is wireless network security and Jenny topic is what are the FK issues in hacking and cracking and Angela topic is how to get free ride access anywhere and anytime. And Tara's topic is what are computer crimes. I will pass the microphone to
Let me talk about our first meeting. We have our first meeting at E6 on
20th of October, and we do it at 5 o'clock p.m. And in the meeting, we discuss about our personal journal, and and we choose a CILO and discuss how to take the information from each personal online journal, and we define the next meeting time at 5 November. And this is Angela.
We have the second meeting yesterday at E6, and we discussed about the learning contract number 3 and complete our person's proposal. And we choose a suitable one and discuss the design of the PowerPoint. And we are going to have the next meeting on the 9th of November.
Remember, that is the last day to submit your work, okay? So the 9th of November, so please make sure do not go beyond that, okay? Thank you. We thank you, team number 8. So I'm going to double check one more time. Any more team who would like to share? Your team? Okay, so please go ahead and introduce your team.
Good morning everyone, I'm Winnie, and we are going to share about what we have done. We all have finished our individual learning journal, and this is my learning journal, and then we have updated the first meeting, but we will soon update the second and the third. We have met October 28th of October at E6, sorry. And then now we have passed the microphone to Lester.
Hello, I'm Lester. I'm the team number 3 leader. So in the October 28th, we choose our topic and do the learning journal. So this is my learning journal. I do it and I set 2 questions and answer the question. Yes, only this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nesta.
Everyone, my name is Leon. It is my learning journal. My topic is all about computer cloud.
Okay, thank you, Leon. Computer crunch, all right?
And this is my individual learning journal, and my topic is countermeasure and in technique and law making. And
The most common measure is the firewall. Firewall is just allow the people to enter, so can protect the can't let the hacker to come and to get in the that's all.
Okay, Michelle, thank you very much for suggesting countermeasures. So, do you have a plan to get things done? Yeah, thank you very much. I hope you all could get the contracts done before the end of this Sunday, okay? Okay, my suggestions to all of you is you can plan ahead to see if you want to do some bonus project in class in the next 3 to 4 weeks as a team, as a pair, or as an individual. As a bonus project, you can come here to become the moderator of a topic. I want to make sure you have this experience if you want. When you propose a bonus project, you make sure you get ready a topic, okay? And you prepare some material on the discussion forum or in a wiki, whatever it is, so that you can open up this for the whole class to read 1 week before you come to do the in-class moderations of the topic. And so in the class, I will give you 30 minutes time. Remember, 30 minutes for each group, okay? Be it individual, pair, or team. So you try to lead the whole class to discuss the topic. But you have to introduce the topic first. Again, and then you introduce the question you want to explore. And you pose the question to the whole class, and you listen to their feedback, okay? And you try to steer the pro side and the con side, and come to a conclusion of what is going to make up. Okay? So basically, I think this is a very meaningful exercise. In the last part of the semester, it will also be very good for you to increase your grade. For example, I've just mentioned for your learning portfolio from 20% to 30% because you have 10% as a bonus score, okay? I strongly recommend you do that. And remember, when you want to do something like this, you just have to send to me a message in the documents hotline for this week or next week, okay? Now remember, normally we allow 1 week's preparation time. If you send me the proposal this week, I assume you're ready next week to come to class, okay? So since we're 4 more weeks, so you will have 2 weeks time to do this kind of bonus work. It's very interesting because it's going to be interactive and your audience is your fellow students, okay? So let me come back here. I'm going to introduce to you a little bit on e-portfolio today, and I'm going to use an example from the City University in Hong Kong. Okay, so let's try to use this one.
When Emily finished her first year of studies in CDU, she applied for an intern job in the summer holidays. In a group interview, Emily was surprised to see the other candidates were very competent at telling people what they were good at and showing concrete examples to showcase their achievements. Emily was confused. She had also prepared for the interview. Why was she not as confident as the other candidates? Soon after the interview, Emily found out their killer strategy was something called e-portfolio. So, what is an e-portfolio? An e-portfolio is a way of presenting yourself online, a multimedia environment of personal artifacts selected for a specific purpose from a personal repository or archive. In an e-portfolio, you can showcase your best work to present evidence of your expertise and accomplishments to a specific audience, such as an employer or a teacher. An e-portfolio can also be a learning and management tool to help you organize your goals and activities and to encourage deep learning through collaboration and reflection. No wonder the other candidates were so confident and competent. Now Emily realized that her CV and covering letter were really not sufficient. Emily decided to create her own e-portfolio, but confronted by piles of work and loads of information she wanted to present, Emily was lost. How could she deal with all of this in one single e-portfolio? You may have the same question as Emily did. Here are 4 steps you can follow to organize your work and information. Step 1. Start collecting the footprints of your life, which can be the work you have done or thoughts written down. The collection becomes your personal database. Step 2. Spend some time thinking about who you are and what you want to be. Identify your goals. They can be short-term or long-term, and come up with action plans. Step 3. Follow your plans. In the meantime, reflect on your performance and thinking when carrying the plans out. Step 4. Organize your work and reflection and put them in your database. Emily had been collecting her work and reflecting on her experiences during her time at CityU. When looking for a job, Emily selected relevant information from the pool and created her employment e-portfolios. She could therefore talk more fluently about her achievements and provide more concrete examples of her expertise to impress potential employers. Now Emily is a manager in a company, and she continues to use an e-portfolio to manage her professional development and present her achievements.
Okay, now I think those of you who live in the residential college understand that you have to finish a course called CISG113, and then you have 2 semesters time to get your first page of e-portfolio done. And an e-portfolio, you need to put in something to represent the work you did to encompass a specific competency. And I think the overall goal is very much consistent with this e-portfolio story from City University, because many of the universities in Hong Kong provide the e-portfolio facility to students to incrementally build up their achievement records. And many of the universities in Hong Kong also use the Mahara system. So we use the Mahara system to help you do the same. And if you come back to the week number 11 website, I've given you not just the example of Hong Kong, but also example of the United Kingdom. And you can click into any one of this link to see the example in that particular university. Let me give you the example of Birmingham University, okay?
E-portfolios play an increasingly important part in effective student learning. At Birmingham City University, the Mahara e-portfolio system has been successfully integrated into learning, teaching and assessment in different disciplines. In this first year business and marketing class, students are getting their first taste of using Mahara for personal development.
I think the key really with Mahara is you create a page for each of the people you want to deal with. It's about what you can do, it's about evidencing how you can do it, and you can evidence it in a way that is uniquely your way.
It's a very visual, engaging and interactive way to present information about yourself, and from my perspective as a tutor, to learn about the students that I teach.
One of the things that we're very keen on is to see students as becoming professionals, And being professional is all about making decisions and making choices and standing by them and being prepared to say, this is where I am, this is why I think it's important.
Mahara was adopted primarily to enhance personal development planning and employability, and to replace unwieldy paper-based portfolios.
Well, at the moment we're logged into Moodle, and we've got something called My Stuff, and under My Stuff we've got the Mahara ePortfolio. Click, and straight into Mahara. I haven't needed to log in.
Because Mahara integrates with Moodle, deployment has been made more straightforward.
We've been Moodle since 2003-2004, open source. Mahara comes along as an ePortfolio, open source. We didn't have to go out and go to tender, spec it all out and then do it. We could put it up there at really no cost at the time, try it out, get a few people to play with it, see how it works. It's very bottom up initially, and then you need to get the buy-in from senior managers for the resources to follow. Now that it's embedded and it's real, and we can't afford to have failures, now the investment is following. And that seems to be a cycle with the way that we've done things here. It's a strange model, but it's the one that gets academics engaged and involved.
In the School of Law, Mahara is used to enhance employability and develop professional skills.
Where students are developing their skills of interviewing and advising. They've filmed each other role-playing an interview as though they were a trainee solicitor in practice. They can then upload that video onto Mahara and track their progress through the year.
In the School of Education, using ePortfolios to support research assignments is helping to spread the word about Mahara.
They go out into school, they carry out some action research, and then they have to present for an assignment. By using Mahara to get them to present for the assignment, because it's such a wide marking team, many people who work in the School of Education mark on that module. They then became exposed to Mahara through accessing the students' work.
The experience of Birmingham City University has shown that the benefits of ePortfolios need to be clearly understood.
Where a member of academic staff has designed learning activities that require the use of an ePortfolio, students really appreciate that. Where an ePortfolio has been used as it's there, get on with it if you want to, I don't think students see why they should do it, and I don't think students realise the value of it. And they're confused about why are we doing this, why aren't we using Facebook? This isn't Facebook. There is a need for an institutional ePortfolio. We integrate with Moodle. We can close the loop on assessment. A student may develop their ePortfolio quite independently, but submit it as a Moodle assignment, come into the Moodle gradebook, be marked, and all of that can be, the loop can be closed. With Facebook, how on earth would you do that?
What do students think of Mahara?
We assumed, wrongly as it turned out, that students would all be using things like Facebook and other social networking tools and therefore pick up Mahara quickly. Whereas the reality was that not all of them did. Lots of them did, but not all of them did. So we had to be quite responsive, and as soon as we realised that, we offered top-up training, drop-in sessions, extra support for those students that needed it.
It's becoming such an important part of learning in general terms that I can't imagine that, you know, in a few years in the future that it won't be embedded in every course at some level, in some way.
It's not just about us as academics pushing content out. It's much more interesting to see what students do and give back.
Okay, you can see that this is a trend demonstrated in many universities, not just in Hong Kong and now in Macau. It's already there in Europe, particularly in the United Kingdom, Australia, and United States. You can see all the examples of ePortfolio in use in my websites here in the Moodle, week number 11. Okay, and if you go to the website I just showed you here, you can also see some very interesting way of ePortfolios. You can see the different types 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 of ePortfolios. You can see and how do we use e-portfolio to access student learning. It's a very interesting, very simple video. So my recommendation is get your learning contracts free done, okay? And starting next week, spend some time watching those videos and prod your e-portfolio in the remaining 3 to 4 weeks of this semester. Now this is a very valuable time for you to do that because it's part of my course. In many other courses, it's not considered as part of the course, and you need to have extra time to do it on your own. But here it's a comfortable fit in, alright? So I'm going to end my class today earlier so that you can have your group time again. I will be here definitely, but I prefer that you spend time working together as a team to get your learning contract free done, okay? In the meantime, if you have a question, you can raise your hand and come to your team. Alright, so that's it for today's CISG 113 Section 1, Information Security and Privacy. For today, date number 21 November the 6th, 2014. Alright, until next week, stay in tune.